Nervously sips coffee. Oh, nobody needs to hear a slurp, do they? Today is the day I try to get back on a road. No. Today is the day I get back on a road bike for the first time in 4 years. And I'm speaking very quietly because the rest of the house is asleep and I don't need anyone to witness this inglorious return. I've already made a massive mistake. I've travelled to the French Alps, come all this way. I've hired a bike, which I'll show you in a sec. I've got my cleats on my shoes, I've got my helmet, I've got my gear, and I have no water bottle. I produce my own water bottles and I forgot to bring. I did think maybe I could use this one, even though it's a bit heavy, but it doesn't even fit. However, I am actually going to take that as a sign that I shouldn't be going very far today. I just want to get a feel for the bike. I want to get a feel for being out on the open road again. Really nervous because I was knocked off my bike 4 years ago. And I just want to feel the sensation of being on the open road. So I think if I had my water bottle, I would think, okay, I'm going to smash it for 2 hours. That's double what I've done on the indoor trainer. I do have one little can of sparkling water. I know this is not ideal preparation, but also isn't this the problem? It's such a faff and I know it will get easier because I'll get so used to it. I won't have to think about it anymore, but this is the problem for anyone trying to get on a bike or trying to get back on a bike. All I'm thinking about is the faff of trying to remember everything. All the layers, how many layers do I wear? I'm only going to go for like 45 minutes. So I need to chill out, just pedal and stop overthinking. So that's what I'm gonna do. Nervously sips coffee again. Okay, so I've rented this little bad boy. Doors opening on me. I haven't been on it. It's got electric gear shifters, which I've not used before. Does that make a difference? Don't know, I'll find out. Anyway, one thing I do know works beautifully. The shoes, got them. I'm just really nervous about clipping in and clipping out. And where I'm staying is on a hill. So do I go up the hill to check it out? Do I just pedal down onto the main road? See how much I overthink everything. It's exhausting. Okay, I've got a little bag at the back. Absolutely nothing will fit into that. Is that little tool? That's a tool set. So these are all the extras that I bought just in case. Got like leg warmers. I've got an extra jacket. I've got a rain jacket. I've got a thermal base layer. Right in the middle of spring. Gorgeous sunny day yesterday. And it's supposed to get up to 15 degrees today. I'm going out at like 9 a.m. so it's not going to be that temperature, but it feels quite nice out there, so I'm not going to overdress. I will bring my gloves in my back pocket if I can reach. Oh, and I've also got, I'm seriously doing this for about the same amount of time I would do a Zwift ride, but look how much I'm feeling. Okay, so I've got 1 bar, I've got 2 bars, and I've got a can of fizzy pop. I will get better at this, I hope. And I got my helmet. Hang on. Still got the sticker on. There we go. Helmet. Are we good? Oh, sunglasses are outside the straps, aren't they? I don't care for these protocols very much, but there we go. Ta-da! I feel like such a lemon. I feel like such a bloody lemon. Bye, Bella. Bye. Love you. Okay, so I feel a bit sick. I'm not going to ride up the hill. I'm just going to ride straight down, clip in, get onto the road. I'll clip in and clip out a few times just to make sure that I can, I reckon. And just ride. So I've got to remember, a gorgeous day to be riding in the Alps. What a joy. What a risk I am to myself and to others. I nearly slid down the hill just on my cleats, just walking. Office, I don't know how to do this. Foot's in, 1 foot's in. So shall I just go? Whee! Right, I want to keep this real, okay? Oh, I've only been riding for 6 minutes and I'm really out of breath. The first minute of that was downhill. Already, I'm loving that when I pedal, I'm moving. Sounds ridiculous, but when I've been on the indoor trainer, like I've had fun in the indoor trainer, but actually to be moving as you go feels so fluid and lovely. However, any amount of climbing is really challenging. Yeah, it's challenging. This looks like it's flat. And I drove this road yesterday. I know this road really well, actually. I drive it all the time. We come out here a lot. And as I was driving yesterday, I said to my husband, oh, this will be fine. Look at it. Barely goes uphill. Forgetting any slight increase in gradient on a bike. You can feel it. And also, this is the annoying thing I'm so used to watching the pros, so used to it that as I'm riding this, I'm thinking, oh, anyone else would be flying up this. But it's not about anyone else. It's about me becoming more comfortable with what I can do. So that is a question of settling into my rhythm and just being okay. I mean, the views are incredible. You can't really see them because I'm through the trees. I waited until somewhere quiet where I could come off the road to stop. But I'll keep going and see how this continues to feel. 6 minutes in. 6 minutes in and I'm out of breath. Let's do this. Okay, so I'm nearly at where I wanted to get to, which was a 5K climb. And I need to stop hearing those words with a critical analysis, whereby it's mad. When you post anything on social media, you're so used to the criticism and the trolls that sometimes when I'm saying things out loud, I'm already imagining and preempting all the ways someone's going to troll me. And it's a horrible continuation of that self-deprecation that so many of us labour under and then start to believe. So I believe I'm rubbish because I say I'm rubbish so that no one else can get in there first. But I'm going to say it. I couldn't climb 5 kilometres a month ago. And I told myself I didn't want to. I didn't want to, but also because I didn't think I could. And so I've done that, so fuck it. I couldn't and now I can. Now I've done it. So I'm going to take that. So for anyone else who stops themselves from doing something because they're not just afraid of what somebody will say, they know what someone will say. I know. It doesn't matter. It's your life. Do it the way you want to do it. Do it the way you want to do it. If you've never walked 2 kilometres before and you want to walk 2 kilometres, build up to that, do that. If you want to run a marathon, you've never run a marathon before, but you're afraid your time's going to be rubbish. Who's the time rubbish for? Who's it rubbish for? We need to stop just constantly measuring ourselves against the fittest and the fastest and the most beautiful and the strongest and the most powerful and the most wealthy. We need to stop it. Measure yourself compared to who you were yesterday, compared to who you were 5 minutes ago. Get to the version you want to be in a week's time, in a month's time, in a year's time. It's all about your journey. That's it. That's it. I said cycling was like being in a confessional, isn't it? Brings out everything. Let's just fucking ride. Oh, look at that view though. Look at those trees. Look at that mountain. I know it's hidden behind the clouds. I don't care. I can see it better with my own eyes than I can shoot in the camera, and that's the point anyway. That's the point. It's what your own eyes can see, isn't it? Right. Off I go again. The challenge has worked already, actually, and I have been really looking forward to this. I want to be that person again who rocks up to a spot and takes out her running shoes or hires a bike. I want that to be me again because I really like that version of me. I like the strength and the discipline and the joy that I get out of it. So already I'll take that as a win. Feels nice and I feel alive. So I keep making little arbitrary stop points along the way, little targets really. That was another thing that I was advised to do by an ex-pro whenever I was doing my first big bike ride, was to break it all down, break it down into little manageable chunks, because if you think about the whole thing, it becomes unmanageable. So my little next chunk was this corner, and I'm gonna have a drink. That's my reward, my one little bit of hydration. Did you hear that? I also drank too much water before I left and I desperately need a wee. Thankfully it's all downhill on the way there. Literally, wee. Oh, bye-bye. Back. Done. My first ride in the mountains, my first ride on the road in 4 years. And I'm going to enjoy my breakfast now. I'm going to bloody enjoy it.